Right, I'm going to show you, I'm going to do a painting with a little cottage in it, or an house, so I'm going to show you how to paint an house, draw an house. So I know I want my house about here, so let's say I go. So right, this is going to be, I tend to always start at the top, so that's my roof. Right, now there's a thing called perspective where everything goes out to your horizon line, so it gets smaller. The further it gets away. So that's what that's doing. It's going down at an angle like that because the vanishing point would be way over there off the page. So that's that. Then I know I'm going to have a little chimney on what's coming down below that, so I'll put my chimney on there like that. Now the chimney is usually a bit bigger than what you think, and then I'll have my chimney coming down that side there, and then I think I'll just bring that down there, whatever angle that's at. This one's really got a bit same. That looks nothing the same, nothing like, so let's alter that one. That's better. Can you see that? You can sort of see when it's not right. You know, I'll not rub it out with, I've got one of these little rubber things, I forgot what they're called, putty rubber. They're brilliant. They don't look, it comes off dead easy, and it don't affect your paper. So that's that. Notice because I like doing these old cottages, I bow them a bit, so they're sort of like a smiley face, exaggerated, but less, if you know what I mean. So I do that because that just helps. Right, so now this one, because all your roof rafters on these old houses are all bent usually, so that's why I like to do that. It makes them look older. So this one, I'm going to pop in like that, and then this, even this, look, this bit here, these old roofs, they can be slightly curved like that, where they're just old and out of shape. I've worked on a lot of roofs, done a lot of roofing, so I know what I'm on about in it. Right, now this bit of the house, right, I'm having a little porch here, so I'm going to come down a little bit there, and come down a little bit there, and then I suppose, see, this would be a vanishing point that way, you see. So this bit, this line across here, I'm putting that curve on again, where that roofing rafter'd probably be just worn and bented a bit with a hot sun in the summer and the rain and the cold in the winter. It bends them. Same with this. I'm not doing a straight line, putting a slight curve in. I want this building to look old. The more you curve these little things, the older these buildings look. Gives them that character. There, and then a line just across there. And them lines can come in like that. If you imagine that going all the way to a vanishing point. If you're not sure what I'm on about, there's other tutorials what go into this more about vanishing points and that, but there's going to be a bush here. What I do, if I'm having a bush, I just put a little thing in there just to remind me there's one there. It's just literally just a squiggle. This bit here, think of this. This is the main bit of the house. So if you think of that as like a square, like that, but we're just not, I don't need that bit. I don't need that bit because that joins into there, you see. That's sort of one thing. So I don't need that. Now, tell you what I want. I want a bit there, coming down there. That little line there I don't need. But I can rub that out, or it probably won't show through by the time I paint it. Let's rub it out. Well, done one over. Let's rub it out just so. There, perfect. So actually this bit will be quite light. So, right, and then this one here, bring it down there. Same again, I'm adding another chimney in. I'm going to put that front bit on, look. When I do this, I'm going to have my light coming in this way. So these bits here will be dark, so that bit there will be dark, that front bit there and there will be light when I paint this in. I'll probably paint this tomorrow, so if you're doing out, come and watch this tomorrow if you get a minute. Right, so now we're coming, if you look at me ruler like that, if I, my pen like, can you see how it's going down at an angle? That's that vanishing point, you see. These bottom bits, I'm going to just soften these, I like a creamy colour for me old sort, this will be made out of them old grey rock things or something, and I'll just merge it in all around here, I'll blend it all in so you not see, but I've already done a version of it, I'll show you. That's what I've already done. So this is what we're going to paint if you want to paint along. I need a little shadow coming off there, that post. Anyway, what we're on about, I forgot. Yeah, so that's what we're going to paint. I forgot what we're on about. Right. Oh yeah, that's it. I'm talking about how this will just merge in at this bottom bit here. This bottom bit here, it's going to blend into each other. There's no hard line there, so that's why I've not drawn a line in there. So I don't, on this particular painting, I'm not bothered. And it's probably easier not to have a line now. I just actually don't want one on this painting, but if it's easier, there's no reason why you have to have one on any painting. Right, I'm doing this, I've got to think now how big my door's, I've got to fit a door on here. But this bit here comes a bit lower across there. I'd say that's about like that. And there's another bit to this roof. What comes out, got a same angle as that, look. Right there. Let's take that to, say, there. I'm going to have a bush through there, so I'll just pop that bush in. There's going to be a bush about there. And then I think that's going to, trying to look at that one, look. I think that's going to be there. Like I say, that slight curve on it, and a slight curve there, slight curve there, so it looks like them old rafters. You don't have to, you could do it if you want. You can have your one as a brand new house, and if you want it to look like a brand new house, you can keep all this straight. But this bit here, you see, if you look on here, this bit here is in shadow, and then where the sun's hitting, it's even brought shadow down at an angle there. So, oops, I've knocked everything everywhere now. See if I can just prop that up. I don't know. Right, so that's that. So again, I don't think I really need to pop my bottoms in on there. I'll just blend that in when I actually paint it. Right, I've slightly boo-booed now because on my original painting I've got more trees. Look at my original painting now. I've got more trees over here. So now they're not going to fit in. Doesn't matter. I'll just, what should I do? I could move that. There's a wall here that comes across. There's a tree there like that, and there's another tree slightly smaller like that. So I'll put them two in. And there's a wall, and there's a tree here. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to put the side of that tree in and all, just in there. So you just get the side on it. And there'll be some branches going up to that. And then I'm going to pop this wall in here. This wall, look, see, I'm not doing it straight. It's all bobbly, and it's an old rock wall. There's no straight about this wall. It's all over the place. So that's that. So you can see already, I've just altered it. That there with them two bushes there, and just the side of that's going to be like that. Looks just as good as adding that on. Just, I made this up anyway. This is just made up out of my imagination anyway. So if it comes out slightly different, I'm not bothered. So that hasn't bothered me that I've painted it. What probably really done is painted it too far. Painted it, drew it too far over to that side. But I'm not bothered. It not bothered me. I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered. There, let's have a bit of land there. Then imagine that coming through there. Say it through to there. I think I'll have a path in here somewhere. Right, so let's work out. I think there's a path. I think it's a road. I've done it with sort of a bit of grass in the middle bit here, so that's telling me it's had some, probably I've got some cars going up to another bit, another area up here, look. Let's bring that out there a bit more. There, that can go up there like that. That can be a big hill. And a road there, maybe he comes in and parks behind his house somewhere, and maybe there's another house around that corner there. Don't know. Don't really care. Don't really matter. So I'll bring this path, or maybe it's just, shall I have it as a road? Shall I just have it as a walkway? Don't know. Shut up. Sort of open it out a bit now. Let's bring it, let's curve it a bit more on it, like that look. And then that one, I think I'll leave. See, you can do a few lines and just, you can leave these lines in, sometimes they help your picture. Some people don't like lines in the picture. I'm not bothered. I've seen some like really professional artists where you can see pencil lines, it always looks nice. Now some of my coffee. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to have some, I'm just going to squiggle it in like that. See that squiggle there? That's going to be my hint at, so this is going to look like there's a bit of grass in the middle, so probably cars and stuff's been going up there. That'll blend in there. It's that bit. Right, there's a post here. These posts, same again. I want this, my son, particularly. You can have your own. You haven't got a door exactly like this, but I want mine to look old. I want this wall to look old. So that post I've done on a slight angle. Say another one. There's another one about here on me of a sketch. I quite often do a little rough sketch. I did a rough sketch with the other picture, and then just thought, oh, I may as well colour it in, and then I can see what's what. Because I made it up, I ain't got no to look at to reference from. So I just sometimes do two versions, one for you lot and one just for me. I can hardly see. I'm looking at, see how these, this is all blurry as I'm drawing it. They're looking a bit big actually. In fact, they're looking very big. Same again. Not to worry. Got one of these putty rubbers. Any rubber will do really. But these putty rubbers are particularly good. Them posts look a bit fat to me. Right, see how these posts are getting thinner though as I'm going along. It's not because whoever owned this house had loads of money and bought a nice thick one there and then got thinner ones. It's because they're getting further away. Let's have this one on a slant this way. This one's nearly falling down now. So that one's there like that. And just an highlight on that front bit. Something like that there. Right, then I need another post here. This one's even a little bit closer. I think this sort of viewing, if this were a photograph, I think the bloke stood about here taking the photo, if you know what I mean. And that's why this post looks a bit bigger than the other two. There. That's it. And then my wall. Yeah, these posts go in front of my wall. So my walls. So this wall's about there. And then curling. I think this one's going slightly uphill a bit. Bottom of there, I'll blend in. So I don't really. Oh no, no. Actually, I think because my son's coming in. Which way is my son coming in? That way. Yeah, I might just blend the bottom of that wall in. So I might leave that. So now, all I've got to do now is my windows. Windows, my son's coming in this way, so to me the dark bits are going to be here. So I'm going to put my windows in. It's just little triangles. Something like that. Well, I want there. One there. Door. Right, I'm going to have my door. where shall my door start? So I need a door on here, so that's going to be quite an high door on that. So that's, say that one's there, this one's going to be a tiny bit higher because of the perspective, because it's coming up, look, like that. So this one's a tiny bit higher, and even that slightly slanting up for that perspective. And then I think I'll have these windows, oh, I've gone a tiny bit lower than my door, the top of my door, that's it, something like that. And then let's say that door's there, this one's going to be closer, so that's there, this one's going to be back there, and there's one in there outside of that shed and all. Oh, is that a window or a door? There's a window here. I think let's line it with that window. I think this is a window. So there's a window in there and all. Yeah. Right. Tree. Put my tree. Got some trees there. Trees there. I'm gonna have a background hill in here, but I don't think I'm bothered putting a line in for that. I'll just put that in when I put it in. I think. Shall I? Shall I? Could do a dead faint line. So I'll do a dead faint line. So I've roughly got an idea where I'm pouring it. So I'll keep it faint, then when I paint my sky in, got a rough idea. So you've got to imagine it goes straight through that tree, look, and then through there. Tell you what, let's take it slightly up, like that. That looks nice, because this will be faint. That little line there, I think I do need to get rid of that. There, right, that's it. That's how to draw a picture ready for a painting. Let's see, trees, just a little fuzzy bit there. When I paint them trees, I'll leave this white. I'll miss this out when I paint that and that in. I'll leave that white, and then if I have some little gaps on this side, a pure white, I can have them as pure white highlights where the light's really hitting it and bleaching colour out. But also, if I put some of that colour in some other bits, I can leave some other gaps in and have that as where you're seeing through into background. So I can do a bit of both. Same with that. This colour here can go through there. You want little gaps in your trees usually. That can look real. But yeah, that's how you draw an house. If that's struggling with that, if you're struggling with that, do this same painting and just do that without even that porch on side, just for practice if you want. So that'd be like a square box there, and then you just put a triangle, like a half a triangle on there. That bit there's a triangle, and then just stick some chimneys on and do it simple like that. Then some little half squares there and there for your doors and that, and keep it simple if you're struggling. Or maybe you can draw it like, if you want to draw it like that as a box, and then do exactly what I've said, and then try adding that on, then you can get your rubber and just rub all the lines back out if it helps you to do it in boxes. See, this bit here, you could do that as a box there. Make sure your perspective goes down, so your box goes down like that, and then rub the lines out after if it helps to do it like that. So you'd have a box there, a square box there, and then put triangles on for your roofs. Now you could do a triangle there on top and just rub that other line out after, if that helps. Waffled on a bit, but hopefully give you some idea. I'll have to sketch that out ready, and I'll paint this in on another video. Right, see it on the beach. In it.